Hello, my name is Ashley Halliday Schmann, and I am the director of the Northwest Michigan Coalition to End Homelessness. Thanks for being here to learn more about our work to end chronic homelessness. With a deep sense of unity, empathy, and determination, the coalition partners are taking action to ensure that everyone experiencing chronic homelessness has a safe and stable place to call home. Chronic homelessness has long been a challenge that requires a comprehensive and collaborative approach. Recognizing that the issue goes beyond temporary emergency shelter and extends to addressing the root causes, we have devised a multifaceted plan aimed at long-term solutions and providing a pathway to housing for our most vulnerable residents. The cornerstone of this commitment lies in a strategic partnership between local government, nonprofit organizations, community leaders, businesses, and residents. By pooling resources, expertise, and passion, the coalition is empowering change agents to work hand in hand, embracing a shared vision of a community where chronic homelessness is no longer a reality. Today, in the greater Grand Traverse area, there are approximately 70 people experiencing chronic homelessness. We can reduce this number to zero in the next 5 years with 75 additional housing units. We have heard time and again how hard it is for people living on the streets. One person told us it was the hardest thing they have ever done, and how not having housing exacerbated their medical conditions. People do not want to live this way. They are on the streets because there are no other options. We know homelessness is solvable with the right approach. Our service area covers the 5-county region of the greater Grand Traverse area, but most people experiencing chronic homelessness are within Grand Traverse County and most within the city of Traverse City. We are confident we can achieve this goal because we've done it before. We have helped lead initiatives that have ended veteran homelessness in 3 northern Michigan counties and are inching closer to ending youth homelessness in our region. When people experiencing chronic homelessness become housed, local costs to support them are cut to a fraction of the cost. Maintaining individuals in a state of homelessness often leads to increased utilization of costly emergency services, such as emergency room visits, hospitalizations, and involvement with the criminal justice system. People experiencing homelessness are more likely to experience physical and mental health issues due to the lack of stable housing and access to health care, resulting in frequent emergency interventions. Here you can see that Munson Medical Center spends over $1.2 million a year treating people experiencing chronic homelessness. Our police and ambulance services report over 400 incidents a year while people are experiencing chronic homelessness. And our temporary emergency shelters cost us over $1.3 million annually. National figures also support the idea that housing people costs less than maintaining them in homelessness. Housing is nearly a fraction of the cost of maintaining people in homelessness. Conversely, investing in permanent supportive housing and comprehensive support services for homeless individuals has proven to be a cost-effective approach. Stable housing not only improves individuals' overall well-being, but also reduces their reliance on emergency services. Supportive services, including mental health treatment, addiction recovery programs, and case management, address the underlying issues contributing to homelessness and promote long-term stability. We heard from one of our local police officers that once people get housed, they don't really hear from them again. This is proof that once people get housed, they will rely on costly interventions less often. Now let's learn a little more about who we are talking about. People experiencing chronic homelessness have been homeless for a year or longer and are also diagnosed with a disability. They are unable to get housed on their own and are very likely to die on the streets, if not for intervention from the homeless response system. A never-ending cycle of hospitalization, treatment, shelter, incarceration, and then back to homelessness is not the solution. As you can see in this graphic, the only way out of homelessness is housing. Housing is a requirement in order to end chronic homelessness, but it's not just housing alone. We need housing and support services that help people stay housed. We've talked to people experiencing chronic homelessness and have asked them what they want in housing. They want the same things we all want. They want to live close to their families, be surrounded by our beautiful landscape, and stay housed. Another reason we know this work is possible is because other communities have done it. Other communities with populations and homeless counts similar to ours have achieved the goal of ending chronic homelessness. So we are taking what we've learned from them and are applying it here. Every community that has ended chronic homelessness has done so by following these best practices. The first step in their journeys has been to engage local leaders around the work and for them to publicly commit to coordinating efforts on ending chronic homelessness through a time-limited task force. Some of the outcomes community or regional task forces have produced include set-aside units dedicated to people experiencing chronic homelessness, making zoning changes that makes it easier for affordable housing development, utilizing other tools and resources such as land banks to aid in the development of affordable housing. Here are just a few of the community champions working across the coalition to help us reach this goal. Please join them and learn more about our plan at endhomelessnessnmi.org. Thank you for being a champion in the work to end homelessness.